Good morning, world changers. It is day 61 of the 100 Days of Self-Discovery Challenge. Every day I pose a thought-provoking question, and the idea is that you write that question in your journal, you take 10 minutes out to reflect on that question and get to know yourself better, because when you understand what you're about, what your dreams, goals, desires and intentions are, and possibly what's holding you back, then you can start to go to work on yourself and work on those limiting beliefs and the things, fears and doubts that are holding you back, and you can start creating the life that you want. And the idea with this challenge is to get you into a regular, consistent practice, because when we have consistent personal development in our lives, that's when we start to see real momentum. And you know, most of us, before, I never used to have a regular personal development practice, and I would just respond to life. I would react to life rather than creating it. And that is the difference here. You know, we tend to just drift through life, responding to whatever comes up. And sometimes, yeah, good opportunities come up, but majority of the time we're just constantly in reaction to drama and issues and challenges. So the more effort you put in, the more you can create opportunities in your life and create the life that you really want to live. And that's what this is all about, because it creates a massive rippling effect in the world, that when we are reaching our true potential, operating in a way that serves ourselves, serves our environment, serves our relationships and friends and loved ones round about us, we start to see a change in our world, but that has a ripple effect to changing the world in the process. So when you think that you can't make a difference in the world, think again, because it is very much down to every action we do has a reaction, and the more positive actions we can make, then the more positive results that we're going to get, and the more our world starts to change. So today's question is, what situations fill you with the most energy? So again, what situations fill you with the most energy? So think about where and what times and who you're with when you feel the most energized. What is happening in that situation? Who are you with? Where are you? What's your environment? Are you outside? Are you inside? Are you at work? Are you at home? Are you on holiday? Are you away from it all? What is happening, and why is it that you feel energized in those situations? Are you exercising? Are you eating well? Are you surrounded by fun, bubbly, encouraging, supportive people? You know, so really make a list of when you feel most energized. If you're struggling to make that list, then you basically need to make a list of the things that bring you down and do the exact opposite of that. Again, if any of these exercises that you're doing, if you find yourself struggling to answer them, always think, what is the opposite? You know, I'm not one for encouraging you to look at the negatives, but if you use the negatives to motivate you to create the positives, that's fine. You know, that's a positive outcome. So some sub-questions to help you with this review. You know, think about, once you've identified the situations that do create energy and make you feel energized, think about how you can create more of them, those situations. You know, how can you ensure that happens on a regular basis in your life, so it's not just a once a month occurrence or when you're on holiday or anything. You know, if you are finding that, for example, the time you feel the most energized is when you're on holiday, well, think about the elements of that situation. So on holiday, you know, we've got sunshine usually, hopefully. You know, we're not working, we're relaxing. You know, outdoors probably, most likely. Just taking time out, spending quality time with family and loved ones. So break those elements down. Okay, you might not be able to you obviously can't take 2 weeks or whatever, a month out every time to go on holiday, but you can say, okay, well, let's have an hour of quality time with the family. Let's have an hour of going outdoors. You know, let's have an hour of relaxation time. nothing we can really do about the sun if you live in the UK, especially if you live in Inverness in Scotland where I live, in the Highlands, you know. Sun, it's not something we get often. So we are very grateful when we do get it. But getting outside, and we have beautiful weather here in terms of freshness and just beautiful scenery. So that always makes me feel energized, just being out in nature each and every day. Think about, again, to create more of these situations, who needs to help you. So if it is you feel energized at home, but you don't get enough of that time, you know, maybe it's relaxation time with your family, or it's getting out with your family, then get your family on board. You know, get people around about you supporting you and encouraging you. Sit them down, explain to them how this situation makes you feel, how you feel energized, how it makes you feel alive, and what that will do for you, as in you'll be a better mum, a better dad, a better employee, a better boss, you know, whatever it might be. And as a result, you know, you would like their support to help it happen more often, to make it happen more often. So could they come on board with you? Can they create the space? Can they take some jobs and duties off you that allows you to be able to do that? You know, is there an exchange somewhere? And think about, you know, just generally how much having more energy, how it would improve your life. I know it seems like a silly question, but because it's so obvious. But when you really start to nail down these points of how it will improve your life, it reinforces why you're doing this and why it's so important, and why you have to value yourself and make yourself a priority, that this is key and fundamental to your health and your happiness. It's also fundamental to the health and happiness of everybody around about you, because if you're showing up more energized, then you've got, you know, you're able to deal with your children better, your loved ones better, your colleagues, you know, you have more energy and you're much calmer, resilient, stronger, fresher, and just happier to be around. So these are all the areas that having more energy can improve you. Another thing to think about is the foods that you're eating. I know certain foods that really affect me, make me feel really sluggish. I mean, sugar's an obvious one, you know, like I can eat a nice delicious chocolate cake, but in 20 minutes, half an hour after that, you know, my blood sugars have spiked and then I've come crashing down, and I'm just like, I feel really sluggish and lethargic. So that's why I've decided to give up sugar for Lent. You know, I'm doing 40 days without sugar. We're on day 3 now. And, you know, it's an interesting observation watching what's that going on. I'm hoping that I will have an abundance of more energy, because I'm not relying on an external substance to boost me, and I won't have those highs and lows, and it will just be, you know, a continual level. Obviously not getting sleep, that's one that really brings my energy levels down. Certain people, be very mindful about how you are affected by other people, because I'm super sensitive, and if somebody is negative and moany, then I really struggle with that, and it really brings me down, and I have to really protect myself against that. So do think about the people and the time that you're spending with people. Are they people that are inspiring you, lifting you up, encouraging you, supporting you, or are they draining your energy? It's a really key one to watch out for. And, you know, don't blame them. It's not about them. It's about what you do and how you react to it. So it might be you have to spend less time with them, because that's the only way you can get around it. If that's not possible, it might be people that you work with or something you can't get out of it. You know, think about ways how you can not react to it and not take it on, or shut it down. You know, if somebody starts being really moany and negative, just say, I'm really sorry, but no, in fact, don't apologise. Don't apologise ever for your personal development, but just say, you know, I don't want to get into this. You know, I'm trying a positivity challenge. Whatever feels right for you to say, but just, you know, don't engage with it. So that's today's question. I look forward to your reflections. You can share them in the comments below, or you can join our Change Your World personal development group, which is completely free and private to join. You can share your reflections in there. We've got a growing community of people that are all working hard on themselves to improve their life and change their world. So you're more than welcome to join that. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, then spread it. Please, share it on social media. Let other people know that you're doing this challenge, and inspire them as well to go on their self-discovery challenge and start changing their world as well. All right, love you all. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.